think it's great. And it's great to see newspapers thriving. So much of the coverage about the newspapers at the moment is that there's no future, and clearly there's a future. Not just in your group, but lots of newspaper groups are doing very well, and that's good to see. I grew up in Ainsdale, and so the Southport Visitor in those days was one of the big employers in the town, and getting involved in the media was as exciting then as it is today. So when the opportunity arose, it was a chance to join the advertising sales operation. I think that the biggest change is that we've now got such a diversification of media. So, years ago there was just newspapers, perhaps one or two radio and TV stations, and now, it's almost limitless, isn't it? With the internet and digital and mobile phones and iPads and all the other devices. So people are getting their news and information from just about every imaginable source now. So in some ways the opportunities for news and content is even greater, or greater than it's ever been. And we've developed businesses around sport, around news for business, for government, obviously for the news media, for digital platforms, mobile phones. We have a big weather business that provides apps on mobile phones, on iPhones, iPads, that people can get live weather information. So a whole range of different products, which in the years ago when I first came in the media would have not been possible, but now capitalising on these new devices. There's lots of opportunities. I think it'll be a continuation of this fragmentation. So I don't see that anytime soon newspapers are going to disappear. But people are going to buy newspapers. They're going to consume news off the television, off their mobile phones, off the internet, and so our customers all want news delivered for all these different applications and media. I think in some ways the readers haven't changed. They still want accurate, quality information, but I think their demand for information in the fastest possible form has changed. People expect to know immediately what's happening. They expect to get SMSs or email alerts. They expect to be able to see things on Facebook, on Twitter, almost as the news develops. So I think that's been a big change. The timescales have been condensed enormously. There's very little time between news stories now. Things move so quickly. I think there's a risk that might have happened, but I think we shouldn't forget that it was the media itself that discovered, the extent of the phone hacking and the campaign that the Guardian undertook that really started to bring to the surface some of these issues. So in the end, that quality of news reporting, that sort of shining the torch into the dark corners, that the news industry have always been at the fore of, really, I think, showed the news media in a very good light in that particular regard. But the question of trust, I think, is one that changes, depending on what's going on in the industry at the time. I think our key focus is we have no idea what's coming next as far as media and different devices is concerned. So we have to position the PA to be able to provide content for whatever our customers want to use that content on, and almost be agnostic about whether it's a newspaper, a mobile phone, a tablet, or some device that nobody's even invented yet, and not get hung up about the particular way that the content is accessed. So it's about flexibility.